Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is the VG Pierce. I'll be coming at you with the gameplay review of Beholder, and this is going to be developed by the people of Wormlamp Games. And so, set in a grim dystopian future, you're a state-installed landlord of an apartment building where you must spy on tenants, peep, eavesdrop, profile, and report anyone capable of plotting subversion against the state. Your primary task is to covertly watch your tenants and eavesdrop on their very conversations. And so I really love the artwork of this game, as well as some of the ambient music. Definitely it is going to be a very much story driven game, and so you're going to get a very fleshed out and detailed game. But because of that, the replayability of this game suffers. However, nothing can take away from this really wonderful game that you should pick up at the store. So let's go ahead and start up a new game and jump straight into it. Yes, you are going to be playing as Carl Stein. And yes, you're going to bring your family into this new apartment building as the landlord, like I said before. And you're going to have a wife, son, and daughter that you'll have to take care of. So I'm going to go ahead and skip the opening scene here and just jump straight into the gameplay. And the really wonderful thing also about this game is, like I said, story driven. But the story can be done in quite a multiple amount of ways. There's usually not just one way to complete a mission that you have to do. There's usually two, maybe a few ways of doing things, so that you never know what you're going to get. Each playthrough, you can actually have a really good and different outcome every single time you play. Now, the stories, the tenants, and all that, that's all going to be the same, like I said, which is what's going to be suffering the most about this game. But again, the choices that you make really comes out a lot more differently than you would normally see. So let's go ahead and skip through. This guy pretty much gives you the whole tutorial, but we're gonna skip all that, right? So basically in this game you get to just take a look here. This is the basement area, okay, but here you can just go and take a look at the furniture. There's going to be a set amount of furnitures that you have to go and search through, but right now I'm just going to take a look through my desk and find a couple of cameras. But like I said, this is pretty much the tutorial of the first bit. So you go and take any of the items here, and as you can see here, when you hover over it, gives you a little bit of what the surveillance camera is. And so this has a moderate viewing range. This is a number 2 class right there. There's 3 classes, and you can purchase it in the shop right there. You can have first class, second class, third class, an electrics kit, and a cabinet maker's kit. So this is when something breaks, then you can fix it. And here are 2 different things that you can use to purchase. You can use the money here, which I guess is in dollars, and then here is your influence points that you can also use to purchase more things. So let's go ahead and talk back to the tutorial guy. And then he's simply going to tell me to go and place cameras in these smoke detectors. I guess it's a very popular place to put these cameras. It's going to be these smoke detectors. So hey, you guys out there, if you're working for a company out there or you're at a house, watch out for those things. Not just smoke detectors, the cameras in there, baby. All right. Okay, so now let's go ahead and talk to him. And now we're going to get a couple of hundred, actually 300 bucks, and then 100 influence. Great. Alright, so now I'll do my best, sir. And it kind of doesn't matter what you choose right there in the beginning, but it, you know, since I'm trying to be a good, you know, fellow cog in the totalitarian machine, then I really want to make good on everything. So here we go. This is going to be my son, Patrick Stein. You can talk to him and get a little lowdown on a little bit of the background here of the story. So you are going to be taking on this new job, and each one of them wants to go and do their own thing. So she's basically a typical wife. She just wants things, tells you, oh, I need to buy groceries and all that stuff. Here, your son, he's going to the university, and he doesn't want to end up working in the mines. And so here's going to be your daughter as well. And she, you know, she can tell, look how cute she is right there. It's like, will you play with me? And then you can ask about the house. Do you like your new home? Oh, it's very big. And it just has 3 rooms and more than just one that we had before. So that kind of tells you how much in life that you moved up. So a little bit of a background. So about this phone right here, the red phone, I guess, or in this case, the orange phone. So we call it the ministry. Ready to task. And so the first job here, and here on the right side, it tells you exactly what you need. Crime and punishment. You can actually pause the game if you need to. Watch Jacob Manischek. You can buy cameras in the store, which they're talking about right there. So I need to search an apartment 2, install a camera in apartment 2, and then gather data on Jacob Manischek. I'll get 500 gold. or actually money, and then 50 influence for it. And then these are all the completed tasks in the grayed out area. So here's the profile, and I can actually go and take a look, and here's my apartment building. There you go. I zoomed out look at everything. I'm just gonna pause it again as we take a look at the profile. So in apartment 1, as you can see here, let's unpause it. So as you can see here, there's going to be apartment 1 right here. That's going to be the bottom left, and then the bottom right is going to be the apartment 2, 3, 4, and so on, 5, 6. And I guess maybe later on you might open up this here at the top, but I haven't really gotten that far yet. I have played about 14 hours worth, but boy, have I been just failing a lot. Wow. I just been getting my guy killed every which way, including my family. That's right, guys. Your choices really do matter, and so you can take a look at each one of these guys here, the profile, but we'll get into that a little bit later on. As you can see here, these are going to be the government directives, and so these are the things that you need to go and profile, or actually get these guys in trouble, call the police, and then you place these into your report, and then after that you get them in trouble. And here's all the stuff that had happened, but nothing's happened yet. So let's go ahead and jump straight to it. So these are going to be the first people, and when I double click and go, that'll make my guy dash, and then I was going to say hello, so get acquainted with the first guy. His name is going to be Klaus Schimmer. You manage the building, belong to family, previous manager. And I hope you can fix this. I'll do my best. So ask about the apartment. Did this house belong to you? Yes, it used to belong to my family until the state took it over. He plays chess, and here it is highlighted. And so because of that, it's going to state that, oh look, he likes playing chess, and so this is the information collected. It's going to be useful because then I can report that and profile him to the state. Now what I can do is I can do one of 3 things. So one of them is peeping through the peephole, and as you see, this is going to be his wife sitting in there just kind of reading a book at the moment. This does denote exactly what they're doing. Here this guy's going to work. And they do follow a bit of a schedule. Sometimes they don't necessarily follow it all the way through every single time, but that is going to be the schedule that they'll have. So let's go ahead and take a peek here in apartment number 3. And as you see there, oh look, she's crying. I don't know what's going on here, but this might not be a very good conversation. So here in my tasks, as you can see, search apartment 2. So let's go ahead and do that. So this is apartment 2 right there. And let's go ahead and peep through it, make sure nobody's there. And take a look. Okay, nobody's in there right now. So let's go ahead and do it. Now I will say that what I hate about this game is that when you try to select the door, it's very small and tiny, and so sometimes you don't really get to do it. Alright, so I need to talk to everybody. Hello, my name's Carl. This is Maria Schimmer. So we're gonna get acquainted. Alright, she doesn't really tell me anything interesting, but let's go ahead and talk to Rosa Renick. And then when I talk to people, as you can see, everybody is kind of paused, so this is good. So when you're talking to people, people aren't just gonna walk by. Time's not gonna change. And this is really good, because otherwise you wouldn't be reading carefully. Time is really of an essence. As you can see here, it takes 42 hours to actually complete my first objective here. So there are a lot of timed quests here, so you gotta really watch out for that. And it's gonna be on this timer. It's not gonna be real time. I don't actually have 42 hours. It's gonna be, and this only shows the hour. There's no minutes or anything like that. So a little bit interesting that they only went with the hourly there, but I guess that's the only part that matters. Rosa Ranick. And let's go ahead and ask about the son. I haven't seen him in a long time. Let's ask about the husband. And then as you see here, he loves going on vacation. He loves taking his fishing rod with him. And let's go ahead and take a look. As you can see here, boom, information collected, likes to fish. So these are the evidence here. This is just information, but this is evidence that I can get him in trouble with the state. But we're not going to do that yet, because, you know, nothing really happens. Let's go ahead and talk to the other guy there, and he is going to disappear. So let's go ahead and cut him off at the pass. Maybe he might show up down here. No, here he is. Mark Ranick. Let's go ahead and talk to him. Allow me to introduce myself. Now, it really matters here. These are the things you have to kind of look out for. As you can see, Mark Ranick, he's a tobacco salesman. Ex-owner of the apartment building is going to be Klaus Schimmer. Oh, actually, let's go ahead and Mark Ranick there. So he's the archive employee, a well-respected employee of the archive. And so this actually plays into a quest later on, or an objective later on, that, hey, you know, him being an archive employee might actually come into play. So you really got to pay attention to what their titles are, what they do, because if not, then you might actually miss out and go, gosh, how am I supposed to finish this quest or this objective? But when you think about it, oh, it makes sense. I could talk to this guy because he might be able to get me in with the archive administrative archives or whatever, and then take a look at some stuff maybe. I have to live in this disgusting apartment. I hope you'll have everything here in order. I'll do my best. Ask about the wife. She's always in the kitchen. She loves baking buns and cakes. She does it for a living. Alright, that's great. Smells like cabbage. Okay, so here I have a check mark. So I gathered data on Jacob Manischek. So let's go ahead and jump into his apartment. So one of my things I could do is I could knock on the door and get him to answer it. Or I could use my key and just answer it without permission and then just, you know, search through his stuff. Now one of the things you have to watch out for when you're searching through it is you gotta watch out for him. Alright, so now I've searched and I see these deck cards. As you can see here, time is actually still going. So I have to really watch out on what's happening here in the background. And so this is not the guy. So deck of cards, he likes to gamble. So here is where a lot of people kind of trip up. It doesn't really tell you, but you need to go and click on the red text here and then it'll actually give you the information collected. And there you go. I could actually steal this here as well, but if I steal too many things, then the police will come and get me. It's a little bit of a mechanic preventing you from just stealing everything, right? Alright, let's go ahead and take a look here into the chair, TV. And let's go ahead and put that away. One of my objectives here is to actually go ahead and install a camera in the apartment. And as I've learned earlier in the tutorial, yes, I need to go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and buy a rank 2 one, a moderate viewing range here. Cost me 150 influence, but no problemo, my friendo. Let's go ahead and hit that up right here. Put up that camera, and that will give me some check marks right there. Now I can call the ministry up. Alright. With a little skill, a broken bottle can be turned to a dangerous weapon. So the more information you collected, the more money you'll actually get from the state for profiling them with as much detailed information as possible. So that is really crucial in the long run, because the more money you get, the better your chances are of completing later missions. That is going to really require having a lot of money in your bank. And so now, there we go. He's coming here into view. He's actually walking back from wherever he's at, because he's unemployed, so I don't know, he was probably digging through the dumpsters or something like that. And then let's go ahead, let's get acquainted. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Carl. That I win competition to Who Gives a Damn About a New Manager? I don't care about you or your deals. Okay, whatever. What are you sniffing around here? Don't you have anything better to do? It's my duty to look after the building. Watch yourself. So here, the government directives, now they're now piling up. So here, directive number 639, all applies must be destroyed. So this is the oppressive state here, just handing down just crazy directives, like you can't have a green or red apple. What's up with that? Now I can understand the political propaganda, and then, you know, hey, you can't harbor criminals, but then they start getting crazy, like, oh, you can't have apples, you just can't have it. Like, what? What's up with that? Okay, so one of the things you need to do in this game is you actually need to milk the clock as much as you can. So you don't need to call the ministry. This is actually not timed. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to spy on Jacob Manischek. And he's actually sleeping. So whatever. You know, let's go ahead and just jump here. But in the game, you really need to milk the clock as much as you can to actually do well in this game. Because the more you can maybe blackmail them and, you know, coerce them for money or, you know, whatever, then that is really awesome. Alright, so let's go ahead and dial the number, report a task. Congratulations. Here's 500 bucks and 50 influence. Spying on using the surveillance camera. When camera detects tend to do something illegal, dash and icon will change. Okay, and so right there, you're just kind of like, what? Alright, so anything with the exclamation point, it kind of wants your attention, so you want to go to it and click on it and see what's going to have. Daily news. So this is what the Herald does. This is what the state gives out. The son of minors trade union is being treated, rehabilitated in the hospital. But if you turn it right here, this is the voice of truth. So here is the underground movement against the government. So there's like, drugs are a huge problem. We should have started dealing with that a long time ago. So these are the voice of the people. And here we go. So we're gonna go and spy on them again. Again, the door is so tiny. I wish they would have made the door a little bit bigger, because sometimes you just can't really click on it. Here, the nice thing is he's sleeping right now, so I'm gonna go and speed up the time, because it's all about this man right here. So there you go. He's actually doing some illegal stuff right there, and I see there it turned red. So I clicked on the icon itself, and I was able to pick that up, and I can see that here's the evidence collected. He's making drugs, and as you can see here from the government directives that was just put in, directive number 6040, production of drugs is prohibited. So I've seen that now. and he is going to be in big trouble. But I really want to get more information from him. Like I said, you want to milk the clock as much as possible. And as you can see here, there are other tenants of the building, so you just can't just be focused on one thing. I am going to go and open up this lock, and I'm going to try to learn about the other tenants of the building. Now, for some reason, if other tenants come by and see you doing that, they don't care. But if it's their apartment, they do care. and they don't care until they walk inside the room either. So it's a little bit funny. Like if you fly out the door when they're about to come in, they're like, whatever, it's fine. So here I'm just gathering more stuff about these tenants right here. Klaus Schimmer, as it is right there. And that's going to be Nathan Kaler, and he's going to sell me some stuff. And just, just some unique stuff here that you can't buy anywhere else. And that'll help you with your objectives later on. But for right now, I don't need him, so he's going to walk away. He usually comes around the nighttime areas. And I really have to watch out for these people here. Look, he's actually walking away, and that's the guy that I'm spying on. So let's go ahead and hit him up. He actually went down to the basement area. Obviously, this is the common room kitchen and also the washroom. So he's going in there. I have to keep a watchful eye here when he's doing that. Now remember, he is unemployed, so he's not gonna go to work or anything like that. He's eating at the moment, eating free food, but still, man, he needs to eat. Alright, so we're gathering evidence here. We're gonna go look through stuff. So the interesting thing is, before it was only this broken bottle, but here now, the longer that they stay there, then the more items that is going to appear, and you could learn extra information by going through his stuff yet again. Now he's actually coming back, so I gotta hurry now. I gotta hurry. So he's coming up. I might not be able to. Okay, so he's coming in. All right, so I need to get out of here. Okay, he's smoking. So as you see here, he saw me charging out the the door, but there you go. It actually turned green, so that's more information to be collected. Now, one of the things you have to do in this game to do well is to profile people and also get them in trouble. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to jump in here to my workplace, and then I'm actually going to profile the tenant. So here you got to get all the information correct here. Jacob Manishek, you might want to click on him. He is living in apartment 2, and he's a slippery snake of a guy. He's male, marital status, lives alone, and he's unemployed. So there you go, that's his occupation. And then you have to drag all the information collected here and then send that off to the state. Now don't worry, if you get more stuff, then you can do another individual report. And there you go, boom, 300 bucks. So each item that you report, each profile thing that you have from, gives an extra $100 for you. So it's really important that you do this. So I'm going to send a blackmail letter. It's going to blackmail him. Alright, so Jacob Manishek, apartment 2. Now it's really important that you blackmail people because, darn it, you need freaking money like crazy a little bit later on. So let's go ahead and send that. Now as you can see here, it disappears. So if I do this incorrectly at all, then it won't work out well for me. So I'm going to send that to him. And we're going to see about spying. Let's see what he's doing. I think he went to sleep again. No, he's actually checking out. So there's the face there. He's got scared of that letter. He actually checked the letter out. And so I said, look, you better pay me some money. And you better put it behind the potted plant. So I'm going to check the potted plant. And then after that, collect on my $1,000 fee for silence. Boom, take it. And there you go. Now I have $2,100 right there. It's ready to go. But he's going to still continue doing drugs and get himself in trouble there. And this is the nice thing about having those cameras. That is really choice here. Alright, so like I said, I was kind of looking through all these other apartments here. And there you go. That's pretty much the basis of this game. It does get a little bit more crazy a little bit later on. Let's go ahead and see what happens when I go and report his crazy butt to the authorities, shall we? Yeah, let's do it. So Jacob Manishek. I actually need to collect more information, right? I think I do. So report Jacob Manishek. Must gather evidence. So I can talk to people and they'll be like, oh, he's a bad guy. I don't like him, blah, blah, blah. So here we go. These are all the stuff that I had done for the guy right there. So I'm going to write up a report. Hit Jacob Manishek. Now, yeah, I know I blackmailed him, but you know what? He deserves to go. I don't like him. I don't like his stupid face here. And again, I got to make sure that the government directives are correct. 6040, and that was September 1st, 1984. Perfect. And now let's go ahead and put the evidence collected, send that off, and it's going to be sent off to the police. Now if you do it incorrectly, you will get fined. And I believe it's different for every single one, but I believe it's $100 that will fine you. And there we go. Here's the police coming up. There's actually somebody in the cabbie already. And there we go. He's gonna move in, and he's gonna bust the door down. Jacob Benishek, you have been accused for making drugs. What'd I do, man? What'd I do? He's gonna zoom him up, and he's crying. He's beating him up. See the fist? That's so funny. Oh man, that's awesome. Get him! Get him! Beat him while he's down. Kick him! Kick him! Oh man, that's awesome. But he's not only handcuffs here. You know, it kind of doesn't look like it. But like I said, I really love the art style in this game. Alright, while that's going on, let's go and see if I can maybe set up some cameras here. They got those two people still in there. Yeah, look at that. The door's so freaking small, missing in here. Alright, that guy left. Alright, he's in there. He's cleaning a gun. Is that even legal, sir? Alright, these two actually want to go eat. So let's go ahead and jump in there. And get in here. So we got some smoke detectors here. So let's go ahead and buy a couple of cameras. So we're going to install this camera right there. And then I am going to go and install the camera over here. Okay. So I'll have this kind of corner here all mopped up. I do have 150 more influence, but I'm not going to spend it all here. I'm just going to put two cameras here. I could put up to 4 right there. And that would be good here. Let's go ahead and check out this guy here, Nathan Keeler. Right there, my compliments. Let's go ahead and trade up. And I can buy some stuff. So screwdriver here, I can buy aspirin, cardigan. Right here, they're pretty much all for objectives. And really what the guy is there for as well is to sell stuff that you may steal or whatnot from. But he really helps out in objectives. Notice a rising interest in philosophy books, including the works of Paul Williams, who died a century ago. Okay, it's personal choice, but whatever. The fact that this society is capable of understanding Paul Williams en masse proves his unique talent and ability to avert things simply. Alright, there we go. He's playing the piano, so that's great. And so actually I learned another thing about Klaus Schimmer. And as you see here, he plays the piano. So this is the actual items that I've seen him have on him, or actually had been told. And then this is something that could be more, it's kind of like grayed out in a way. That's just stuff that I've seen him do. But then again, the other one, I guess it doesn't matter. But it all doesn't matter because it's not like the color is any better than the uncolored, I suppose. All right, so here we go. Now I must repair the apartment, so let's go ahead and repair it. It does cost me 500 to do so, but that's okay when I move somebody in here. Let's go with Jones Papanado. And that'll give me 1,000 when I do rent it out. So I lose 500, I gain 1,000, right? I mean, it's kind of like give take. Might as well just be like plus 500. But still, I mean, I get you. You need to have the 500 first to get the 1,000. Alright, so now I'm waiting for the new guy to pop up. There he is. And he's moving in. Jones Papanado. And I should greet him, but I don't think he'll talk to me when he is moving in. So I need to call the ministry, but again, that's not timed. And so really what I want to do at this point is just kind of bide my time and just take a look at the other tenants here. And I already put cameras up for that person there, so let's go ahead and just check this out over here. Okay, nobody's there. Make sure nobody's sleeping as well. Let's go ahead and open it up. I got 250 for arresting that man as well. Alright, and oh look, she's actually coming back, so I need to hurry. Let's go ahead and get a couple of cameras. Let's go ahead and hook this up right here. And she's actually coming to her apartment right now. Come on! Alright, there we go. Whew. I'm in the clear, baby. I am in the clear. I do have just one camera set up. He's actually popping out, so let's go ahead and talk to him. Let's get acquainted. Hey, what's up? And so this is the game right here. Oh man. Like I said, all story driven. And the replayability, yes. There's just going to be some cues here that are going to be triggered, but believe me, there's multiple ways that you can actually attack each situation, and with that, it does lead to a different outcome. And I really like that it has branching storylines because of it. But again, this is what, my 14th hour played into this game, and I've seen this a whole host of times because I have failed a lot in this game. Boy, I can't tell you how much I have failed. I'm actually walking let's go ahead and jump in there and take a look at the spy on him, and we're going to continue to do so. I mean, I can't really blame him. I really like that it is a story immersion and not just, you know, random people that walk in, because with, you know, you get a really nice detailed aspect and a story that the developers really want to tell you, and you're gonna get that with this game. So with that, definitely a big thumbs up for this game. Beholder, check it out here. This is the VG Pierce. Thanks so much for watching this gameplay review. If you guys have liked this, please subscribe and also hit that like button as well. Check me out here on YouTube, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Oh crap, I think he's coming back.